Hey, welcome back on your Saturday morning. October is Physical Therapy Month. And did you know horses could be helpful with physical therapy? So we're joined this morning with Don Carlson with the Rhythms of Grace to talk more about that. So Don, I appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
What is Rhythms of Grace?
Rhythms of Grace is a nonprofit charity. It's a therapeutic riding center here in central Iowa. We're one of 5 PATH certified centers in the state, and I'm actually one of 41 certified therapeutic riding instructors in the state of Iowa.
Is there a specific type of person that you're helping out in terms of physical therapy? Does somebody have a certain physical ailment that specifically benefits from horse riding?
There's a wide variety of diagnoses that can be benefited by physical therapy. We work with children and adults. We offer therapeutic horsemanship, which is the same as adaptive riding. We also offer equine-assisted learning, and then of course equine-assisted physical therapy. We partner with a physical therapist to work with kiddos from as young as 2 years old to adults. And some of the diagnoses that we're working with right now, cerebral palsy, stroke rehabilitation, paralysis rehabilitation, different situations where riders are trying to build their muscle tone and regain balance and better walking gait.
So I've never done physical therapy for any types of injuries before too, but I would assume this allows people to be a bit more engaged though too, so kind of have fun and take your mind off of physical therapy while actually doing it.
Right. If you think about, individuals that have to go to therapy, most of their life, and how boring it can be going to, a medical center and doing the same things over and over again, Bosu ball, treadmill, different activities. Then you bring them out into nature, into a barn with the smell and sounds of animals, and then actually get to benefit from the movement of horses while doing therapy. So a lot of the things that we're doing in physical therapy can be emulated or simulated similar to what we would do in an office setting. We might get our riders up on all fours on the back of a horse, riding backwards. There's just different ways to do it. And, the client doesn't even realize, that they're having therapy because they're having so much fun. We do games and activities that help strengthen their muscle tone, and there's just a lot of benefits that doesn't seem like an office setting.
And it looks like a lot of fun here too. I think we got 2 stories of people that you have helped here. So I guess let's get Antonio's video or photo of them up here. And I guess what can you tell us about Antonio and the process where you're helping out this little bit?
Oh, Antonio is just a delightful young man. When he first came to us, he was 6 years old, and he suffers from a rare form of dwarfism, and he had curvature of his spine. He is hearing impaired and vision impaired. And the first time he came, he had just come off of a ventilator for 5.5 years of his life. So he hadn't really experienced being anywhere other than the hospital or his home. And after, he wasn't able to speak yet. He still had an open stoma in his neck. So through physical therapy on the back of our horse, Crystal, he had a little talking device, kind of like an iPad, that he could push the buttons, and we programmed in the horse's names. But he not only learned how to, build his core strength and sit up straight, and he could ride for a full hour without getting too exhausted, but he also said his first words on the back of the horse. He said, "Mama," which was, not a dry eye in the barn. Everyone was in tears. But it was just a joy to see him grow and advance and be able to walk upstairs with the help of, his therapist, and then be able to transfer that back to his home setting, where he could, carry around his little step stool at home and get to things that he couldn't do before. So
that's unbelievable.
It
Appreciate
is.
you sharing Antonio's story. So we got the website up right here, Rhythms of Grace. You can go online. There's an application process to make sure that folks are a good match for you in this physical therapy program. There's also a gala happening February 2nd coming up next year at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. We got that information for you right up there. So take note of that. But Dawn Carlson, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Just share a little bit about how you're helping people. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. The gala is February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Yeah,
Thank you. We got it
let's
right.
make
Okay.
that.
Yes, fix your notes right there.
And
February
it's not your
3rd.
typical gala. It's one that's full of fun and games and not sitting still much for this one.